we as speakers need to adapt to those changes that are happening in the industry. And one of those changes is that we are doing more work locally instead of trying to get so many presentations at the conference level. So the strategy is to use AI to figure out what companies would be really good fits to have you in for. I'll finish my thought first, Maggie, and then I'll come back to your question. That you make this list of what I call your top 100 perfect fit companies for you to speak at. So what is that? I mean, for me, it's between 5 and 100 employees. I don't really speak to, gigantic corporations. They have a team already for what I do, what I speak about. And if they're too small, then, well, that's not really speaking. That's just one-on-one, or that's coaching, whatever, that's fine. I do that too. But when I'm going after speaking opportunities, I have this list of criteria that I look for in companies. So I have a list of 100 dream companies that I'd love to go speak for and be a part of. And funny thing is that if you get into the right company, they could hire you to speak at all their locations around the country that they're
Oh,
even
interesting.
affiliated with. It might not even be their own company, but this is the trend of what we're doing, is looking more internally to find companies and then approach them. And the connection point for them is not a list, it's LinkedIn. So you get on
Oh,
LinkedIn, you find out those companies, you find people in those companies, you connect with them, produce content, you reply to their posts, you build a rapport, get on direct message with them, and then eventually you ask the question that's so important: would it make sense for us to have a conversation? And then you're on a Zoom call just like this, and that is how you get in to these companies. And in other locations, I mean, the process is the same. I'm just announcing that that is the trend that we're doing because of the weirdness in the industry right now.
you
Oh,
are.
go ahead, Maggie. What was your comment or question?
Actually, it was more of a suggestion for Oliver. Being that he's in the healthcare industry, a lot of your hospitals, nursing homes, EMT offices, I would give them a call and see if you could talk with them, one, about what you know, and then two, the product you provide. I have noticed that a lot of the hospitals, at least here in Pueblo, the two of them, they constantly have people going in doing presentations to even just the patients.
I think that's a good idea, Maggie. Um, the recording will be up on the Achieve Systems Business Builder YouTube channel. So people can go back and watch this. Marty had one more comment.
Mamie had her hand up. I wanted to get her into this too.
Along with what Marty is saying, my speaking engagements are across country, and I really needed to start businesses here. And so Marty was really correct. For me, I look for organizations, not just companies. So I look for organizations who could use my services. And, Oliver, just so you know, when I was a director of a company, I would go and find health and wellness speakers to come in, because part of the movement for me was to make sure that my employees had an option to keep themselves healthy. And so I would highly recommend, especially knowing what you offer, Oliver, is use ChatGPT, put in your expertise, and then ask it to match you with companies that's here in Colorado Springs. And I did that, and I have several, I've got schools now calling me to speak. I just got a gig. I'm speaking on Monday to a 600 insurance agencies that cater to nonprofits. Now that's a twofold right there. Yeah. I'm going to speak to agents, and then I'm going to have nonprofits. And guess what? Those are your same audiences too, Oliver, because you could go in and give them your unique exercise equipment that I know you have, because I've been on some of them, right? And you just ask, hey, would you need a guest speaker for one of your meetings? Or can I come in and do a demo? And for me, I used to hire, so I hired a massage therapist that came in twice a month, and my employees could get a back massage or a chair massage, and we set up a room for it. So there's places that you can talk. And if you want to get that isolated, I'd be happy to get on a call with you and help you get a list like that going. Okay.
Thank you,
Marty,
Amy.
last word.
Like I started out at the very beginning, this is the best time in history to be using speaking to build your business. All you have to do is start doing it and let that momentum kick in, and the domino effect will take over. And soon you will be sharing your expertise with the world.
This was powerful. Thank you so much for taking your time out. I really appreciate it. I'll say goodbye to everybody, and we all know how to communicate. Maybe I'll see you a little bit later today. Bye.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye. Thanks, Mac.
Thank you.
Great job.